What's up, hackers? Today in this video, we are going to discuss about confidentiality, integrity, and availability triad, which are the basic principles of cybersecurity. I can say these are the basic pillars of cybersecurity as well. So here in this video, I'm going to explain what confidentiality is, what integrity is, and what availability is. These principles are essential for protecting sensitive information and ensuring its reliability and accessibility. So everything is important. I mean, whenever the data have some value, I could say, it has to be accessible all the time to the responsible people, not for everyone, right? So that is confidentiality, and someone should not be changing the data in between. So that is integrity. That's the basic meanings of integrity. Let's deep down into this concept. So confidentiality. Just think what is the meaning of the word confidentiality means. If I'm talking to someone, I don't want some people to understand in between. Okay, so in between, X is talking to Y. Okay, X is talking to Y. Let me draw it. Yeah, X is talking to Y, and let's say Z is listening. So even though if they Z can listen to X and Y, he should not be able to listen or understand. Let's say he is also listening, but he should not be able to understand the topic, right? Going forward, so that is confidentiality, and only the authorized person, okay, only the person who is responsible to hear that should listen to that conversation. So here, the data, whenever X is sending data to Y, no one else should understand in between, even though they have the data. Okay, they have the data. So here comes the concept of encryption. Okay, here comes the concept of encryption, okay, decryption, authentication, authorization, etc. Okay, so here let's talk about protecting data. Confidentiality ensures the sensitive information is accessed only by the authorized individuals. Please note this word, authorized individuals. I said responsible persons. Okay, responsible individuals, I could say. So only should be accessed by responsible persons. So by which means we can authorize them. You can authorize them by their identity. Once they are authenticated, we can authorize them. Okay, authentication and authorization are different topics. I will make one more video for that as well. Okay, so here authorize means, okay, you are responsible for doing particular stuff, then you can view or do that stuff, right? So this is achieved through various measures like access control. Access control is nothing but authorization and encryption and data masking. So just now we talked about encryption. So I have to talk in a coded language. I have to mask my language so that only I can understand. Even someone in between listens to this topic or listens to my conversation, they should not be able to understand my topic, right? And preserving privacy. So protecting personal data like financial records, health information, and social security numbers. I could say sensitive information rather than giving the whole definition. I can say we have to protect sensitive information from maintaining individual privacy. Okay, so our data, sensitive information, has to be maintained privately, right? And maintaining secrecy. So it has to be kept secret all the time. No one should be able to view that, right? That is confidentiality. I mean, we are masking that. We are we are changing that data completely. That is called encryption, and then we are storing. So here comes a concept called data in motion, data at rest, and data in motion. Okay, so whenever the data is moving here and there, I mean to and fro. For example, when I'm sending a message or when I'm uploading a file to a system, okay, then I call it as data at motion. So when the data or I downloaded a file to my hard drive, then in that case, my data is called as data at rest. Okay, so when I'm storing that data, I'm calling it as my data as data at rest, right? So yeah, compliance with regulations. Guys, not every data is sensitive, and we have regulations to store sensitive based on their criticality. Like let's say payment card information, PCI DSS, data storage standards. So there is one regulation, PCI DSS here. So I will make another video on PCI DSS as well. Okay. So PCI DSS is payment card information data security standards. So this standard will say this few regulations about how the credit card information has to be stored in your organization if you are dealing with credit cards. Okay. So companies like Amazon, Flipkart, they day in and out deal with credit cards, right? So they have to store the credit card information by encryption. Okay. Nowadays, they are also doing hashing, encryption. Okay. And on top of that, they are doing tokenization as well. So these are the topics out of our scope as of now. So let's discuss on the basic stuff. We are doing encryption. Okay. So encryption, decryption, hashing, these are the concepts of cryptography. I'll introduce you to that videos as well in the future. So for now, you just know about encryption. Encryption is nothing but we speaking in a coded language. It's just simple as that, right? So these are about compliance with regulations. Yeah. So integrity, guys, integrity. Just think of the meaning integrity. So if someone is speaking, or A is sending message to B. So I'm the bad guy. Kamal is a bad guy, man in the middle. Okay, Kamal is a bad guy and man in the middle. So I'm trying to eavesdrop to this traffic and I'm trying to see what they are talking. And if A is sending, hi, hello, hi, how are you? Let's say, hi, how are you? So, but as if there is any chance that Kamal as a bad guy can go see this data and modify this data. Okay, so note this word modify or change this data. Okay, so if we are able to change this data, then we can say integrity is lost. If no one is able to change this data, then we can call it as integrity is achieved. So how we can achieve this concept is we can achieve the integrity by using hashing. It's an encryption. Sorry, it's not an encryption. It's a cryptographic concept where we have the hash code and we will compare the hash code at the receiver end. If both are same, then we can say integrity is achieved, and we can say our data is not modified and our data is safe. Okay, data accuracy we can say. So when I say accuracy, I mean well, data is at motion, data is not changed. That applies for data at rest as well. Okay, so for example, when I say data at rest, data stored in the database is example of data at rest. Okay, data authenticity, data integrity guarantees the origin and authenticity of the data. It verifies that data has not been tampered. Yeah, you can change tampered word as well. You can use tampered word as well. Tampered. Yeah, here. That comes from trusted sources. Okay, we can say that. Data completeness. Integrity ensures the data is complete and contains all necessary information that is crucial for accurate analysis. Okay, so let's say here, hi, how are you? So if I interfere in between and just remove how are you and I'm sending only hi, that's also loss of integrity. Okay, so that's about integrity. So integrity is, if I could summarize, no one should be able to change our data in transit or at rest. Okay, so our data should be stable, it should be accurate, it should be authentic, and it should be complete, right? Yeah, going forward, availability. So it's a very simple topic. Okay, it's a very simple topic. You know what is availability means. So any device for that matter or any service for that matter, it should be available 100% of the time. So let's say I'm using Amazon.com. Okay, Amazon.com or Flipkart.com. So these two are the major e-commerce applications that we have, right? So here, if Amazon.com is down for 10 minutes, let's say, and what happens in that case, guys? Just imagine what happens in that case. People will lose trust on that, and then they will just move to other e-commerce applications, just like Flipkart. So just imagine what if it's a peak offer time, right? So people will go to other e-commerce applications. They can't wait. People can't wait. We can't wait, right? We can't wait. So we go there. There will be a lot of business loss. So to achieve this, we have a concept of disaster recovery. Okay, disaster recovery. In this, we have high availability. Okay, high availability. So we try to achieve availability of close to 100%. So 100 close to 100%. Achieving 100% is ideal, and it's practically impossible. Okay, but we try to achieve closely to 99.99% of availability of any service or any device for the matter. Okay, any server, service, a laptop, a virtual machine, a web server, DBA server, okay, database server, etc., etc. So we try to achieve 99% of the time. So here, what we will be having is we will be having multiple servers in place to serve your request, so that even one server go down, the other server comes up the same time. We will be deploying our setup in multiple locations, so that even one location get flooded, or any disaster happens at the point of time, we can go to another location. Our traffic can be routed to another location, right? So likewise, availability is very important as well. So there could be many business losses if we don't achieve availability. Okay. Yeah, accessibility. So it should be accessible all the time. Reliability, people should trust us. We should be reliable and available all the time. Whenever there is a request, we have to be in a stage, we can provide the response, right? So, and performance, I could say that's a little deviated from this topic, yeah. But availability, we can say, yeah, we have to be available. Yeah, performance also. Performance, we have to achieve the performance 100%, at least close to 100% all the time. So performance, availability, right? Yeah. So importance of CIA triad. Yeah, we talked about confidentiality, integrity, and availability, right? So it is a core of the business. So if it is lost, confidentiality is lost. Let's say you are speaking with someone, and what if someone is able to see your sensitive data, personal information, your chat data. Let's say you are communicating with your close one in WhatsApp, and what if WhatsApp messages are leaked? Okay, what if WhatsApp messages are leaked? That's not confidential, right? So your trust will be lost, your business will be lost, customer trust will be lost. Okay, legal compliances. Also, we have regulations, uh, like GDPR, HIPAA for health insurance information. So GDPR, it's an European regulation. So we have a lot of regulations for the matter. And then coming back, yeah, that should be lost. We have to pay more fines for them. We will be charged, we will be sued as a company. And data integrity, and again, so data integrity is also very important. Going forward, real world examples of CIA, data breaches, right? So data breaches, like it will breach the confidentiality. Okay, malware alerting financial records. So they will alter. Okay, they will malware altering financial records. So they will alter the data in between. Okay, if they just modify the financial data, them if they can modify the financial data, what we can say, we lost the integrity. Okay, what if availability is lost? Just now we took an example of Amazon and Flipkart. So they will lose the trust, and they will switch to other business operating in the same field, right? So if both the offers are same, and if I don't like Amazon, just I will just try to order it from some other place, maybe Flipkart or some other website. Yeah. uh, Implementing CIA tried an organization. So this is architect level stuff. Okay, so but it is very basic principles, like you have to keep in mind. So to go to that level, these are very basics, like when you are in the risk assessment, security policies, implementing and monitoring, training and awareness. So everywhere we have to involve the CIA triad, guys. Okay, so that's all about CIA triads. If you have any doubts, please post in the comments. I would love to answer them. I will review each and every comments. I would answer them. Yeah, thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.